Most people are unaware of how the Vatican, a self-governing city-state, without its own economy, obtains money since it has disclosed relatively little information about its investments and finances throughout the ages. Isn't it interesting to know? Then hang on till the end as we disclose the financial position, financial authorities, and even the income sources of the Vatican. Let's get started. The Vatican is the smallest nation in the world, covering 110 acres and home to less than 1,000 people. It is situated inside the city of Rome. Despite its small size, the Vatican has a significant financial influence thanks to its extensive holdings in banking, real estate, as well as private businesses. Its wealth is not limited to material possessions. It also includes masterpieces from art and history that have been gathered and kept safe over centuries. The Vatican is incredibly wealthy, as seen by its ornate cathedrals that are decorated with precious artwork and its enormous library that is full of old manuscripts. The financial stability of the Vatican, despite its status as a sovereign state, is mostly dependent on contributions from the religious, investments, and additional sources of income. It is estimated that the Vatican is worth between $10 billion and $15 billion. The Vatican owns major stakes in the building, steel, banking, insurance, as well as real estate industries. Dividends finance charity projects and Vatican expenses, like feeding 7 million poor Italians and supporting 1.5 million children. In contrast to its small size, the Vatican has a huge financial impact because of its substantial holdings in private businesses, real estate, and banking. Understanding the complex economy of the Vatican requires making a distinction between the Holy See and Vatican City. Holy See revenue. The nation's ruling body is the Holy See. In most circumstances, if you signed a contract regarding a territory, you would also do so with the Holy See. The Holy See has a physical headquarters in Vatican City. Peter's Pence, an 8th century name for donations collected from Catholics worldwide, provides income for the Holy See. The Holy See uses a dedicated department to gather donations from people in dioceses. Interest and investment through its reserves provide income for the Holy See as well. Holy See investments. In the past, the Holy See mostly made investments in Italian businesses, distributing its holdings between bonds and equities and keeping its ownership of businesses to less than 6%. It has made cautious investments, opting to acquire and retain reputable businesses in robust sectors. As a result, it has made little advances into the developing globe. However, more recent investments are being made internationally, mostly in bonds and currency from Western Europe, with some trading taking place on the New York Stock Exchange. Additionally, the Holy See owns properties all around the world, especially land and churches. The Vatican Bank. Perhaps the most contested and poorly understood aspect of the Vatican's economics is the position of the Vatican Bank. Founded by Pope Pius XII in 1942, the Vatican Bank, also called the Institute for the Works of Religion, is a private financial institution situated in Vatican City. Many scandals and charges of fraud, money laundering, and poor management have surrounded the bank throughout the years. The Vatican Bank reported in its 2018 annual report that it was making progress toward decreasing the laundering of money and enhancing financial transparency. In contrast to its $36 million profit in 2017, the bank recorded a $19.8 million profit in 2018. At the end of 2018, the bank's assets, estimated at over $5.6 billion, were made up of deposits and investments from nearly 15,000 account holders. Catholic clergy, workers of the Vatican, and members of Catholic religious orders worldwide were among the account holders. Pope Francis made it clear in a rescript dated 2022 that the Institute for Works of Religion, IOR, the Vatican Bank, is alone in charge of overseeing the financial resources of the Holy See and its affiliated organizations. The transfer of all financial assets held outside of the IOR to the Vatican Bank within 30 days of September 1, 2022, is required by this order, which was announced on August 23. In 2023, Pope Francis also published a new statute for the Vatican Bank that brought its rules into compliance with the Apostolic Constitution of 2022. Even while the new law makes some small changes, it ignores certain important problems. Revenues of the Vatican City. Vatican City makes money from more conventional stately endeavors than the Holy See. The city, which employs 4,800 people, depends on a few tiny companies to make money. Every year, millions of tourists and religious pilgrims come to the city itself, as well as the Vatican museums, St. Peter's Basilica, and the Sistine Chapel. The city makes money from the sale of media outlets, tours, highly sought-after coins and stamps, and museum admissions. The Vatican keeps the amount of money it makes from these endeavors secret. Millions of tourists and spiritual seekers travel to the city, the Vatican museums, and the famous Sistine Chapel every year. Furthermore, the Vatican's financial oversight is split amongst several organizations. The Cardinal, in charge of the Secretariat for the Economy, is in charge of financial affairs. Financial activities are additionally supervised by the Council for the Economy, which is made up of cardinals and lay specialists. PricewaterhouseCoopers is one of the external auditors that examines the Vatican's financial records. In conclusion, the Roman Catholic Church's administrative and religious center, the Vatican, is renowned for its extravagance and luxury. However, determining the Vatican's exact wealth is a difficult task at hand. The city-state is home to precious assets such as antique manuscripts, priceless art collections, and elaborate architecture. The Vatican also has substantial land holdings and investments all around the world. Now that brings us to the end of this video. This makes us all understand the Vatican is an area of prosperity and a strong financial situation. Don't forget to comment with your thoughts about the riches of the Vatican. Let's meet again with another interesting video.